Hey, it's fellow Target individuals, it's VW. I'm driving around in my car, and this guy, the guy microwaving me, the ex-military guy, he's really stepped it up. And I hope I can show you some of this. It's raining, it's like pouring down, and I'm seeing like all these cars with one light out or no lights on. And like yesterday I did a video where there were jet streams or chemtrails or smart dust, I don't know, right over my mother's house. And I had been doing errands for a long morning going back to the house, so it's like they knew that I was going there by surveilling me all the time. And it's you can see it's pouring out, and I'm seeing cars like without their lights on or with one light. I think a lot of people who are involved who do this for him, who help him, you know, they don't want to put one of their lights out for permanent, so they just turn their lights off. So that's a way that they kind of harass you and try and show omnipresence, try and show their power. I want to try and film one of these lights when I'm coming up to it changing, because I want to prove all this stuff, because this is crazy talk, you know. It's crazy talk to anybody who hasn't. Look, there's a one light guy, his light's broken, can you see it? And a lot of them are like worker trucks and stuff like that. I think some of them are probably military personnel who he's getting to help him. There's a one light right there. And this is on the main street by my house. I don't know if I'm showing you these guys. There's a ton of people. And I think it's built up so big that he can get people, you know, to help him. Crazy. I mean, it's so crazy. And I mean, this is stuff that you know, maybe 2 years ago I would have said is just crazy nonsense. I wouldn't have believed somebody talking about it. But a lot of these people, I think they get a thrill from it. And I was making fun of them this morning. I was going, I'm crazy, and I can get good people to do bad things. And I can get people to think that he's evil, and they can stalk the streets. Kind of doing an Alex Jones, you know how he kind of does that. I was doing it earlier this morning. And it's like this guy, he's like, I guess he's just following orders because he's ex-military. And this sounds insane, but you know, what he'll do is he'll drive his car, he drives it somewhere, then he goes back to the house and he tortures me. So, or he goes to or he drives to somewhere where he remotely tortures me in my house. I'm pretty sure he just drives his car somewhere else and then comes back. And like, you know, his wife parks her car in there. Look, there's a guy with no lights right there. Coming down this street. No lights in the rain. Pouring down rain in the dark. Could just be coincidence. I mean, all this stuff, everything they do can just be a questionable coincidence. And that's the whole point of it. That's the whole point of most of the evil stuff they do. There's a guy, no lights, red car. There's actually a girl. Maybe they just haven't turned on their lights, you know. So this may seem like a paranoid video, but from yesterday, I mean, and that was, I mean, jet streams right over my mom's house, dissipating. You could see, you could go outside and they were dissipating over her house, you know. So they've picked me as a ritual target, like a ritual sacrifice or whatever the satanic thing is. And it's fun. I guess it's fun to chase people around. I mean, this is... I can't imagine because when you send a jet up, when you send a military jet up, you know, that's thousands and thousands of dollars just to send them up. And to do that and then be like, there's a white van with no lights, with just their running lights, I think a lot of these people, because the rain's so bad, they're like, well, we'll participate, but we're going to just turn our running lights on. And I'll just try and show y'all some. I don't see how they organize this, and as I've been involved in it, You know, I've heard Zeph Daniels, and he's like, it's almost like a demonic thing where these people are activated, you know, all over. And some of the stuff he talked about, I was like, man, that guy's nuts, you know. But as it moves forward, as the program of killing people in their houses and stalking them moves forward, you know, more people, I think, get involved, and it's just a massive legend and a lie. And I think actually some good people get involved in, like, well, there's an evil person that everybody's going against, you know. If everybody's kind of going against somebody, that makes them evil, and they just kind of, you know, they'll just do it. And then they can just say, if I'm saying like, oh, they're doing this or they're doing that, they can be like, he's crazy, and just make me look even crazier. He's got to go out of his house. Got the cynical woman next door. I saw her car driving out of the neighborhood with a guy in it, because she has like I guess a older, it may be her kid or it may be a cousin or something like that, and he was driving her car out of the neighborhood with no lights on today. Because I've been driving around, like just when I started driving out, they you know, people will start doing this stuff. And I think that's the main reason this guy wants me out of the house. He's like, get him out of there, but he's not going to stop he's never stopped once I've gotten out of the house. That was a green arrow right there that just turned orange, like it just turned green and then it just turned orange. So he's definitely got the DOT kind of helping him out or something. Or he has a DOT station. I mean, he's putting people's lives in danger, like every second he does this. And he doesn't care. Like, he really doesn't care. He does not care about humans. He doesn't care about America. And it's like I was saying something this morning. I talk back to them because they have, you know, some way to hear me, and then I can hear them through the microwave hearing. And once again, that sounds like total nutball stuff, but it really is. It really does occur. I was just like, man, you're doing this and you're just following orders, and you're doing it for these people. There's a faction hidden who really wants to slit each other's throats. I mean, they really want Americans fighting each other. You know, they want people hurting each other. So, you know, he's just following orders. Look at this. No, that's not one. I'm not seeing any. Now that I turn on the camera, I'm not seeing any. It's that tight-knit, though. I mean, they're watching me, and then he's reacting to what I'm doing. And that's why he wants me out of the house, so they can run me around the city, and people can chase me in cars and stuff. It's insane. Like, it's really insane. And they can just say everything I said is crazy. Yeah, this green arrow light just turn. The green light's not turning. There it goes. I'm rolling up right to it. Just turned orange. Right when I roll up to it. Usually they don't time it right, and I'll just go past it. It'll be turning orange right when I get up to it, and so I can just go past it. And then if I do that a couple of times, it'll turn orange right when I'm coming up to it. You know, they'll kind of get it down to that. Insane. Like, I'm not scared of this stuff. It doesn't scare me, but I'm going to try and record it. I think once I try and record it, you know, he's got tight control over it, so you can kind of, you know, be like, okay, don't do it. There's a person with their running lights on. Who knows, though? Who knows if they just have their running lights on, or, you know, if they're trying to psych me out. I don't even know. I've seen a lot of them driving down just that main street. If I drive anywhere else, like, I don't see it, but down that main street, it seems like he's gotten a lot of people organized. And I definitely saw his neighbor, her car being driven by, you know, an older male who I guess lives with them, either her son or a cousin that's helping him out or something like that. And they also do that because she wants me to think it's her car, and then when I hear her on the microwave hearing, it's kind of like you know, a gaslighting thing going on. Like, I mean, his wife's car's gone, and his car's gone, and they're shooting ELF on the ground in that house. They're in that fucking house. either him or somebody he's gotten to help him, and his wife's trapped in there. She still disagrees with it all, but she can't do anything, and I understand that. There's a red truck just turned that way. It had no lights on. Which I'm gonna try and get some of this stuff on tape. It's hard though. It's hard getting the proof. I tried the bag of popcorn thing when they were shooting me, and it didn't quite work. So I don't know. ELF may be a little bit different than the microwaves that cook popcorn, but I'm gonna keep trying to figure that out. They really, I mean, their whole thing is to really make you look crazy, because if I said that those jet streams right over my mom's house had anything to do with me, you just look like you're nuts. And they've spent tens of thousands of dollars to try and make an American citizen look crazy. There's some big flooding going on. So like, I can't believe they changing lights. There's a truck without his lights on. You tell me. Maybe his lights are just broken. Maybe both of his lights are just broken, or he forgot to turn them on in the rain. I don't know. There's a car without its lights on right there. Right when I get towards the main street, I see more of them. Towards the main street near my house, that's where I see him. Because that's where he's running these cars. Look, orange light right when I come up to it, but I still got the green arrow to go. Just turned orange right when I came up to it. I can't believe they're still doing it while I'm videotaping it. Wow, that's great. It happens at every light, not just sometimes. It's like every light. Sometimes they'll miss it. Some of the lights may not be under their control. The ones without cameras, they may not be able to do that. Okay, there's a car right there without its lights on. Don't know if they just forgot to turn out their lights, or there's a car without its lights on. Wow. I'm glad I'm getting all this on tape. It's crazy they're still doing it with me. Maybe they haven't notified people yet. Because I know, there's a car with its running lights on, a white car. Without its light, with its running lights on. Okay, this light just turned green with me rolling up to it, and that happens a lot too. Sometimes I don't think they can get the cycle right. But they do it a lot where it'll turn orange. I mean, they do some lights where it'll turn green, and like right when I roll, it'll have just turned green like when I'm about maybe 20 yards away from it, and right when I roll up to it, it'll turn orange, you know? So it's like there's no possible way it could have been the cycle of the light, because it's only a couple of seconds till I get up to it. Oh man, I'm getting a lot of this on tape. Like, I've seen a lot of one-lighters, but now no lights right there, that car. And this is on the main street. No lights, that white truck right there, no lights. And this is dark, raining weather, no lights. I'm getting a lot of just no lights, no lights. That gray car right there. And it's raining, like everybody has their lights on. Maybe all these people's lights are just broken. Doesn't scare me, but I'm glad I'm getting it on videotape. Wow. He must send out he must not be able to stop some of these people when I'm doing the video, because he knows he's surveilling me. He's like remotely monitoring me, so it's like he sees stuff actually through my eyes. It's crazy. Like I'll sound crazy to anybody who hasn't experienced this. I'll sound like a crazy nut, but to people who have experienced this stuff, man. And he may keep people coming out with no lights or one light. And even if I can videotape him, because he'll think it'll make me look crazy to you guys. And that's cool with me. Everything's cool with me that he does. Everything. I mean, the ELF is still kind of hurting me. My emitters have started working a little bit more, though, so it doesn't, he's not hurting me bad. They build up. See these emitters, these tabletop emitters, they build up. Like all the waves needed to negate. Look, I have a red truck behind me with no lights. Red truck right behind me, no lights, just their running lights. Just his running lights. I want to get a picture of him. Just his running. I've seen that red truck on the street. Just his running lights behind me. That truck right there. No lights right there. Y'all tell me if I'm just being paranoid. Like, I just know, no lights in that red truck right there, no lights in the next car, no lights in the next car, and this is rainy, dark weather. Look at that. Look at that. 3 in a row. 3 cars in a row, no lights. No lights in both of these cars up at this light. Look, there's just tons of them, no lights, and it's rainy, dark weather. Everybody should have their lights on for safety. Maybe they just don't turn them on. You guys tell me. No lights in this car, just the running lights, no lights in the next car. Do you think all these people could be involved? Do you think that many people could be driving around trying to stalk somebody? Like, could that be true? I can't even imagine. I can't imagine how people would have so little time and so much hatred in their hearts. Like, I mean, so much time, so much, not so little time. So much time on their hands and so much hatred in their hearts. That's crazy. Do you see all the no lights? Like, one after another. It's giving me a message. What they do, everything that they do like that, a psychological thing, is to show that they have power, to show you that they're watching you, to show you that all-seeing eye is watching you. It is. And everybody who doesn't know about this stuff, I'll look insane in this video. And maybe in the video about the jet streams. Y'all tell me. I'm just documenting it. I'm not even judging it anymore. Like, I mean, I can stop and neutralize a lot of this stuff. I'm in my enclosure. I slept good last night. I finally got it. I mean, he's hit me a little bit in the jaws, in the head with the ELF. But the emitters, they build up a huge, like, field. And so I left him over there. No lights in that truck right there. I want to get these people on tape, if they are involved. Could just be that they don't turn on their lights in the rain. It could just be people like that, you know? There could be people out there who are like, well, it's raining, it's not dark, I don't want to turn on my lights. You guys tell me. Tell me your experiences about this. I'm going to document it all. I want to hurt their cause so bad. He's hit me in the throat right now. Like, I'm like burping, and it's like a burning kind of, but it'll dissipate. It hits me in the throat, then it dissipates because my emitters are neutralizing it. They're even neutralizing the ELF. No EMF. The EMF's completely gone. He can't even get that back up. He can't even get it to where it's like EMF and then dissipates. Because, I mean, I think that stuff is made, I think those emitters are made for EMF. They're not made for extremely low frequency sounds, but they still do affect it because it is electromagnetic energy. Oh, that's crazy. I hope I got that on tape. Rows of cars without their lights on in the rain. The lights are going to be a little bit harder. I'll try and drive around if he keeps doing it. He might keep doing it. Because he might just be like, well, they'll just make him look crazy. He'll be on tape, and he'll just look crazy. I don't know. It's so hard because the traffic's so bad, so they can't. It's hard for them to time it. It's probably hard for them to do it because the DOT is probably like, well, that's kind of dangerous. They usually do it whenever, though. It usually just never stops. And I'm keeping driving because I see a lot of people involved. If they are involved, no lights on that car, just the running lights. Who would these people be if they're involved? Who would they be that he could call them up and say, hey, you know, we're fucking with this guy in the neighborhood, we're trying to get him out of his house? Who would they be? Like, what group would they be with? I wonder what group they would be. Maybe not. Maybe these people are just having their running lights off. But I just saw a bunch of them, and I think what's happened now is that he really thinks he's got me on the ropes. He thinks it's almost over, that he's almost got me out of there, or he's almost got me hurt to where, you know, he's turning up the heat. Because I never say, okay, there's a car with just its running lights. Just its running lights. I don't know, that could be, I mean, I've never noticed this before, but it could just be regular, and I could just be noticing it now because I'm hypersensitive. No lights on the white car right there. No lights. Huh. You guys tell me. Y'all tell me. Tell me if I'm just being paranoid. City police car. City police. Right there. The light just turned orange right when I was passing it. But I passed it up. See, it's hard for them to time it sometimes. And I'll just drive right past it. This car up here, this light up here has been red for a while. I hope that he just keeps doing it, like, because he thinks I'll look crazy on tape, because all you targeted individuals, you know how bizarre these people can be. You know how, like, they'll do little things, and, you know, they've made dogs bark at night, like, a lot of dogs bark at the same time and stuff like that. And, I mean, people would think I'm insane. You know, they'd be like, that's just dogs barking. City police car right there, driving up, caravanning me. No lights on that car right there. Another city police car right there. While this one's here, that one's there. One light car. I think he's really turning up, and he's still got the police. Like, I was thinking the police thing would stop. In this car, one light right there. This cop may actually stop me because I'm using my camera phone. He may have been tasked to, like, stop me because I'm using my camera phone or something. I'll get that on tape. I'm not scared of this at all. I'm not anxious at all. I just want to show you guys. There's city cop goes. He slowed down when he was going by me, and now he's turning over there. He slowed down right when he was by me. Right when he was by me, he's like slowing down. So he knows. A lot of these city police, they're complicit. You know, the guy's telling them I'm dangerous or whatever. No lights on that car right there. No lights in the rain. This is the main street. When I get off of the main street, I don't see any people with no lights. When I get on the main, like, highway that goes to the interstate, I don't see anybody without their lights on. But on this main street I'm going down, right next to my neighborhood, I'm seeing tons of people with no lights. Or one light. I don't know. I may just be being... There's a person, one light right there. Car with one light. Could just be broken. Could just be a bunch of broken cars with broken lights. In the car thing, I don't usually pay attention to. In the stoplight thing, I've gotten used to too, so I don't really mention it. These are little things they do. They want to maintain omnipresence and domination. Like, they want to dominate over you. I mean, the guy's been shooting ELF, and he's been trying to get... Sometimes they'll hit me with EMF, like it'll be a real quick... Like, it's like he turns it up all the way, and it'll hit the side of my head, but it'll dissipate very rapidly, like right away. So he's like trying to turn it up because he knows it's being neutralized. I mean, he knows that, especially when I'm talking about it on the video like this, they know what's going on. No lights on that same truck that I saw earlier. The same truck, same white truck. Same white truck from earlier. Got a one light van right here. Could just be a screwed up light. On this main street, I am seeing tons of them. And tell me if I'm crazy. How could all these people be involved? How could all these people want to do something like this? Like, what group do they belong to? Like an extra legal group or something like that? It seems communist. It seems like a communist mob. And they're all being kind of activated to make somebody look crazy and chase them from their home, chase them from a neighborhood, and then follow them. No lights on the red car right here. No lights. No lights on this red car. Pulling up right beside me. And that city police car. Could be the same city police car that I saw earlier. He's slowing down. He's slowing down, slowing down. No lights. No lights on this car right here. No lights on this car. Holy crud, if y'all are seeing this. No lights on this next car. Did this, no lights, one light on this next car, one light. If y'all are seeing this, I'm getting it on tape. No lights on this truck. Y'all tell me, do people just do this? No lights. Tell me if people just do this when it's raining like this. They don't turn on their lights. You're supposed to turn on your lights so other people can see you. You learn that in driving school. You learn that in when you get your license. That's why you do it in the rain. You don't do it so you can see. You do it so people can see you. No lights on that van right there. That's a van I've seen in my neighborhood. Y'all tell me. I mean, I'm not going crazy about it or anything, but I'm just trying to document anything that I can that kind of relates to gang stalking. It's an organized gang stalking, but it's actually, I wouldn't call it like an organized neighborhood stalking. It's an organized city stalking. I mean, this guy gets people, like his friends, all over the city. Oh, man. It's incredible that I've got it on tape like that. There's the same black truck, no lights. I've seen him a lot of places, and he just pulled in to the Walgreens, no lights on. I'm just waiting. I think they're getting no lights on that white truck there. Completely a pest control service. No lights on that van. I've seen that van coming the other way just now. Just a few seconds ago, I saw it coming from the opposite way. It's coming back down the street. No lights on this truck right here. This unmarked truck. Incredible. Incredible. How could all these people be told about this? Could they? Y'all tell me. Tell me if I'm just being insane. I don't see how they could do it. I don't see how this guy, could tell all these people about it and be like, okay, well, drive your car down this street. I don't see how people would have so much time on their hands to do it. So this could just be people. It really just could be people who haven't turned on their lights in the rain. No lights on the car behind that one right there, that gray car, who I've seen driving down the other way just a couple of seconds ago. They're coming back down this street for some reason. They're just driving up and down the street for some reason. This light's a green light here. This light's a green light. It hasn't changed. Won't change. Yeah, I think he stopped the light thing for now. Y'all tell me, no lights on that red truck right there in the gas station. No lights on this white truck, this white car right here. No lights. Are these just people who haven't turned on their lights? It's on the main street by my house. When I get off the main street, everybody has their lights on. Everybody. No lights on this car coming up. Just on the main street. I mean, if this guy could do the jet stream thing or the smart dust thing or whatever, from $10,000s of dollars with jets flying to kind of fuck with me, I think he could probably get a couple of people in their cars, to turn that a white van with its lights off right there. Doesn't look like they're broken or anything. Just trying to kind of come on. No lights in the rain. I think he'll keep doing it because, okay, no lights in that white truck right there, work truck. A work truck, MAI of NC. So I think he's that confident. I mean, he's that confident that I look crazy and he can do whatever. And that's what I'm trying to use against him. I'm trying to use it against him that I'm not crazy. No lights on that nice black car that has nothing wrong with it. I'm just going to keep driving up and down the street, see if he keeps doing it. No lights on that car right up to this light. The lights aren't changing. He's stopped. They've stopped that. Oh, no, it just did. Just orange right when I passed through it. Just went orange. No lights on that van turning out right here. No lights. It's a pretty big thing. I've noticed that it's a pretty big thing, and a lot of people are, You know, they get no lights on that nice new black truck right there. No lights on this white car right here. And see, if these people are involved, if they are, no lights on this black car right here, no lights on that nice running light, just running lights. One light right here, one light on this black car. Look at all of them. You tell me if this is a coincidence that there's so many of them. So many of them. And the thing is, if they are involved, you know, because this is all theoretical, I can't prove anything. But if they are involved, it's like he told them that I'm an evil, bad guy, and I need to be chased from my home, and the military is like watching me and shooting me and killing me. No lights on this blue car just coming up right here. Nice new blue car. Doesn't look like anything's wrong with it. Just turned its lights on. Just turned its lights on. Hey, just turned its lights on right when it got up and turned. What is that? What are you doing? What are you doing, man? Just turned its lights on. Right when I turned, did y'all see that on the camera? I hope y'all saw that on the camera. No lights in this red truck right here. Look at all of them. I'm just going to keep driving up and down the main street. I'm on 30 minutes, so I'm going to do it for an hour and just see. Have a lot of gas. And just see how it kind of... They hit me with a lot of stuff. But I got good sleep last night. I stopped as ELF. The emitters are like, they work really, really good. They work better on EMS.